Hello fight fans, in today's news, Michael Bisping goes off on Jake Paul for fighting 58 years old Mike Tyson. Francis Ngannou says he was $200,000 in debt while fighting in the UFC. Chael Sonnen says he has armed security to protect him from Jorge Masvidal. Tyson Fury responds to Francis Ngannou's trash talks, stating that he would beat him in mixed martial arts. Michael Bisping unloads on shameless Jake Paul for fighting a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. When the Tyson vs. Paul fight was announced yesterday, there were so many negative opinions about this fight, particularly hating Jake Paul for fighting old Mike Tyson. Bisping is one of these people as well, and here is what he said.
It's Jake being moronic. That's what this is, because if he beats Mike Tyson, God forbid he even knocks out Mike Tyson, that's just a dick move. So if Jake Paul does that, he's an absolute dickhead, right? And if Jake Paul gets knocked out, he's an absolute dickhead, regardless of whether or not it was Mike Tyson. So I thought he wanted the toughest challenges on planet Earth. I thought he wanted real fighters. I thought he was calling out Canelo Alvarez. Why don't you? And I understand you want to keep the business rolling. You want to keep making money. There's fighters for you out there, okay? There's Mike Perry. Mike Perry's been doing tremendous things in the bare-knuckle boxing scene, okay? Mike Perry's in his prime. Mike Perry's a tough bastard. Go and find Mike Perry. There you go. That's a real fight, but you're not doing that. A 58-year-old Mike Tyson, can he still take a shot at 58 years old? We don't know. And will Jake Paul really go for it? Because you'd have to be a certain level of piece of shit to really go and try and knock this man out. But still, hey, fair play to Tyson. The man still got it. The man's still a warrior.
Francis Ngannou admitted that he owed $200,000 to Kamaru Usman before his last UFC fight. It's widely known that many UFC fighters face financial struggles, but it's surprising to hear that even a champion like Ngannou was facing difficulties. This led him to sign with the PFL and switch organizations. Here is what he had to say. You were talking earlier about the contract that I turned down. You knew a lot about the stuff that I turned down from the UFC negotiation with my last fight in the UFC. I took $600,000 for my last fight in the UFC, as opposed to $5 million that they were offering for the same fight. And I was broke. At the time I owed Usman $200,000. I was broke. It's true. What happened is I had something. I had a goal. I had my own way. I wanted something and it couldn't be delivered. I couldn't sell out what I wanted just because of more money. Obviously, I needed that money. Even after that fight, we get to a negotiation. They were pretty much capable to do a lot of concessions, but it wasn't reaching my expectations, my goal, so we moved. I moved away. Chael Sonnen casually mentioned that he's rolling with armed security these days to fend off any Jorge Masvidal drama in Miami. A few weeks back, things got spicy between them, and Masvidal started throwing around street fight challenges. Here is Sonnen giving us the lowdown on the whole situation.
Why, Chael, are you telling us that you are at a blank wall behind you with 2 security guards who will be staying all night when you're about to go to sleep because you're in Miami? What's it got to do with it? Well, I've been threatened by Jorge Masvidal. I am at a separate location than everybody else with 2 security guards because I have been threatened by Jorge Masvidal. Now, what do you think of that? I mean, what do you think of that? I gotta tell you, I went into the tough guy business very early so that I would never have to worry about the very situation that I find myself in right now. Like, there's guys out there that I would have to worry about, but there's extremely few, and I'm never gonna run into one of them outside of a cage, because no man would be that foolish. Is why a young Chael Sonnen was inspired at some point to learn how to defend himself. Yet here I am with 2 guys that will not allow me to leave my own room.
Tyson Fury says he wants to fight Francis Ngannou in MMA next. After Francis' comments during a press conference, where he confidently claimed he could easily defeat Tyson Fury in real fight, it seems the boxing champion took it personally. Now he is determined to prove himself in cage against Ngannou, stating that he can beat him in his own sport. Here is what he said.
Do you know what? I want AJ to give him beating, right? Because how he conducts himself now, I've made him a few quid. It's crazy how money can change people. He was very humble when I fought him, and now he's also all this cocky guy, whatever. However, for that, I'd like him to win so I can smash his face in next time I fight, because let's face it, I had a shit performance last time. I'm not going to go into the reasons. I had some reasons, which I'm not going to make excuses because I never do. So I just want to get him back in there, and I want to give him a good hiding. So for that, I hope he wins so I can punish him, but I'd like AJ to punish him as well, if he can. But if he can't, then I'll get in there and I'll punish him again. But beyond boxing, after I've done Usyk twice, and if he wins Ngannou, give him a good hiding, I want to go into the cage with him with small gloves on, 100%, because he was chatting shit yesterday that boxing protects me, and I don't think so. I think I'll smash his face in the cage.
And that wraps today's news. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button and smash the subscribe bell to stay in the loop. Keep supporting the sport, and we will see you in the next one.